The Boeing Starliner spacecraft has successfully landed in the New Mexico desert. The capsule traveled back to Earth from the International Space Station, ISS. Elon Musk is about to make an important announcement regarding the Boeing Starliner, and it might not be good. When we say bad, we mean that there could be some big problems ahead. 2 astronauts are currently stuck on the ISS. They could be spending time with their families back home, but they can't because they're on the space station. Why is that? Well, as it turns out, NASA doesn't trust the Boeing Starliner to safely bring them back to Earth. The worst part is that Elon Musk, being Elon Musk, might reveal something even scarier about the Starliner. This could change the way people travel through space, so let's look into what's going on with these astronauts and how this situation impacts the entire space business. The 2 astronauts who were supposed to take a short trip to space are now stuck for a very long time. The plan was for them to be in orbit for 8 days, but it's been 8 months, and they're still up there. NASA has chosen to wait until February to bring them down, yes, like putting off your return flight from vacation for a few months because you think the ride back might be dangerous. NASA is most concerned about what's wrong with Starliner. The astronauts shouldn't be put at risk by returning on that spacecraft, which has been acting up more often than a smartphone with a cracked screen. Since NASA doesn't trust the Boeing Starliner to bring them home, they're playing it safe and letting the astronauts float a little longer. But hold on, the extra months in space aren't what's dangerous. It's not what might be outside but rather what might be inside the space station. While everyone is focused on the Starliner drama, something unknown is getting ready to move, which seems creepy, right? Well, even someone working for Boeing has said that the Starliner program is in a lot of trouble, and no one knows how it will end. When Boeing workers are worried, you know it's a big deal. Issues with the Starliner have been happening since 2019, and the pilots are understandably frustrated. They went into space in June, thinking they'd be back by July 4th, probably imagining a barbecue and fireworks, but instead, they spent the holidays in space. Now, they have no idea when they'll return home, but they will ring in the new year on the ISS, making celebrations a little less fun. It seems like many Boeing workers are upset that they need help from SpaceX. It's like asking a friend to fix your car every time it breaks down. They're angry and ashamed, and a little frustrated with NASA for making them collaborate with the competition. Things aren't fun at Boeing's offices right now, and NASA isn't entirely confident that Starliner is a safe way to bring the astronauts back. NASA gave up on the Starliner after trying it for 2 months while it was docked at the ISS. Instead, they chose SpaceX's Dragon. You can't really blame them since issues like gas leaks and broken thrusters keep happening, which isn't ideal in space. Boeing is doing everything it can to ensure the Starliner is safe. They say the safety of the crew is their top concern, but they've already spent a lot more than they originally budgeted, adding another $1.5 billion to the $4.5 billion they agreed to pay NASA. If you were supposed to spend $100 but ended up spending $300 because things kept breaking, you'd feel that too. NASA still hopes that the Starliner will one day be able to take humans to and from the ISS, just in case SpaceX's Crew Dragon has issues. But going into space is never easy. There are many ups and downs on this crazy ride, and it's always been challenging, from the Apollo missions to today's private space projects. SpaceX, led by Elon Musk, has changed the space business, whether you like Musk or not. But the problems with Boeing Starliner have raised serious concerns about the future of space travel. Space exploration was mostly run by big government agencies like NASA and the European Space Agency until private companies like SpaceX came along in the early 2000s and disrupted everything. Musk founded SpaceX in 2002 with the goal of making space travel cheaper and, one day, sending people to Mars. With successful flights and rockets that can be reused, SpaceX is now a major player in the space industry. Boeing, which has long been in the aircraft business, wasn't going to stay out of the space race. They teamed up with NASA to develop the CST-100 Starliner, designed to take humans to and beyond the ISS. The plan was for Starliner to compete with SpaceX's Dragon spacecraft. In theory, competition is good, it pushes everyone to do better. However, Boeing Starliner has faced some very bad luck. Its first test flight, without any crew, in December 2019 went off course due to a software problem, causing the spacecraft to miss its orbital target. It did manage to return to Earth without any issues, but the incident still didn't reflect well on Boeing. After that, NASA and Boeing discovered more software issues that could have made things even worse. That's not the kind of thing you want to hear about a space mission. They've been trying to fix those problems ever since, but setbacks keep occurring. Another test flight, also without a crew, was planned for 2021, but more issues, this time with the power system, led to further delays. While Starliner was having a rough time, SpaceX's Dragon capsule, which has been used safely for human missions since 2020, was brought in as part of NASA's rescue plan with SpaceX. Rescue missions in space are no small feat, and everyone was likely holding their breath because of the many risks involved. Just when it seemed things couldn't get worse, Musk dropped a bombshell in early 2024. He told the press that while working with NASA on the rescue mission, SpaceX engineers had found major design flaws in the Starliner, flaws that could be dangerous and put everyone aboard at risk. Of course, Boeing and NASA were quick to defend Starliner, insisting that they were already addressing those issues, but the damage was done. People were now questioning Musk's claims and wondering just how transparent Boeing was being. Some even suggested that we stop using Starliner altogether and rely solely on SpaceX's Dragon for future missions. Boeing has taken a significant hit, and the Starliner program was already in rough shape before Musk's announcement made things worse. Boeing is now racing to fix the problems, starting an investigation and working with NASA to tighten safety standards. However, once trust is broken, it's difficult to restore. NASA's Commercial Crew Program, which aimed to foster competition and innovation by working with private companies like Boeing and SpaceX, is now under scrutiny. Some people believe we might be placing too much trust in these private companies and not focusing enough on safety. Despite all the issues with Starliner, SpaceX continues to shine. They successfully launched their Dragon capsule, which docked with the ISS perfectly, making SpaceX a leader in the space industry. This success made people wonder what the future holds for NASA's Commercial Crew Program. Should NASA change how it operates? Do private companies do enough to ensure safety? Things are heating up. Boeing is at a crossroads, needing to fix Starliner's problems and restore its reputation. Meanwhile, SpaceX is charging ahead with its ambitious goals, including the Starship project and plans to reach Mars. It's not just a competition between Boeing and SpaceX, though. This whole situation has brought the space industry into the spotlight, showing just how difficult space travel still is. There's always a need for new ideas, funding for better technology, and, above all, a focus on safety. The astronauts who were stranded on the ISS remind us of the importance of having solid contingency plans. The rescue mission was incredibly difficult, and NASA, SpaceX, and the ISS team had to work together quickly and efficiently. Going forward, both private companies and space agencies need to ensure they have robust plans for dealing with potential disasters. So, do you think the world is ready for space travel? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed today's video, please like and share it with your friends, family, and fellow space enthusiasts. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notifications and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content soon. Thanks for watching.